This is going to be a different sort of taste test today. Yes, I am going to be eating a new vegan item that I haven't personally tried, and I'm sure a lot of you haven't tried either. It is also going to be a bit of a Q&A. Gloodles Mala spicy noodles that are now available at Woolworths for $5, and also I just recently bought the big bulk box at Costco in Australia, so I'm going to try these out. Check them out here. So I've got my two angles going. So these look absolutely delicious. I love my spicy food, but my face tells a completely different story. So this is going to be fun to watch, but I'm going to be answering some questions that I received from you guys as well, and have a little bit of fun with this one. So they had little sachets with dried veggies in there, dried tofu, and that spicy sauce with some vinegar as well. I have been pre-warned about this product being super spicy. I do love spicy food, but sometimes, you know, it could be a little bit much. Get the sweats going. I am keen to answer some of your questions. So the first question is, how long have you been vegan and why not vegetarian? I have been a vegan for almost 6 years now, and a lot of people know this story already. I've spoken about it on many occasions, but we started this vegan journey with our youngest son who struggled with breastfeeding. My wife, she unfortunately suffered from postnatal depression. It was a very stressful time. So we got our son onto a formula, a dairy-based formula. Unknown to us, he actually had a severe eczema reaction to dairy. His whole body would be covered in eczema, weep, he would cry, he would scream at night. Like, we tried so many different avenues. Eczema creams, we went to the doctors, they kept prescribing creams after creams after creams, and it would eventually keep coming back. So we looked into the connection with eczema and dairy. We considered our options. We eliminated dairy as a whole family. So there's my wife, myself, and my other son. We just completely eliminated it altogether. And then within a couple of weeks, the eczema on our youngest son cleared up completely and has never returned. Only when he accidentally eats dairy from people who aren't aware, or he isn't aware if there's dairy in the product, that we get like little eczema spots on his arm. So the connection with food and our bodies and our health really grew from there. We looked into other resources, we watched some documentaries, and we decided as a family that, like, for our health long term, it made the most sense to go vegan. As a family, we went vegan pretty quickly. I love to experiment, so this was such a great avenue for me. I've been cooking with ingredients that I've never cooked with, and the food is so much better. I have expanded my range of products, and I feel like I am so much more healthier. I have so much more energy, and I'm actually eating a good variety of plants. Plant diversity is so key. A lot of meat eaters, omnivores, they don't have a good variety of plants. Growing up, I was very basic. I would have like frozen peas, some potato, and that was probably my plant diversity. I did have a bit of fruit, but in terms of dinner, you know, I never really cooked with bok choy before. A lot of the Asian greens, never cooked with cabbage. It was very, very limited. Enough talking about that. Let's start in with these gloodles here. Got some insane flavors on these. The noodles have cooked perfectly. They are very delicious. I love the fact that there's little variety of veggies in there, little soy bits, and you got the glass noodles. In terms of spice, there definitely is a kick to them. I have not experienced that really hard to eat spice just yet, so maybe it's down the bottom. But let's continue with these questions from you guys. What are your hobbies? So my hobbies are cooking, music, and sometimes a bit of video games as well. Being a dad of 2 young boys, it is pretty full on as it is, and then always cooking for them, making snacks. It feels like sometimes I'm in the kitchen quite a lot, but I do love to experiment in the kitchen. I do love cooking. I do love seeing their reactions when I do cook, and the food that they try and they go, "Dad, this was amazing. You are so awesome." So that is a massive highlight for me. For my me space, I do like exercising. I do like going for walks. I also enjoy lifting some weights. So music in that zone is just how I de-stress. Music, just chuck on my headphones, go for an hour walk, listening to music, a good variety of music. My younger years of like 80s rock, 70s rock, new metal, heavy metal. It is just a massive mix of music. It is just insane. I feel like everyone needs their outlet. They need their like me time. So I find that very important. And when I do have time, when I'm not editing content for YouTube, Instagram, or my website, I do sometimes play some video games. So I've only got a Nintendo Switch. I recently purchased Doom, so kind of letting out my frustration on some demons. Feel like I'm definitely getting like some of the sweats going on here. Tongue is getting a little bit numb. The mouth is a little bit numb. At the moment, the flavors are really good. Those sweats are definitely starting under the ice. Next question. Have you tried the Ikea plant-based range? If you have not been following me for a while, I have covered Ikea plant-based range before. I have done a video which you can check out later. Don't watch it yet, wait till the end, go back, watch it. I'll chuck it in the description as well. Ikea have a fantastic range of vegan-friendly products. Their plant bowls are seriously the best vegan balls out in the market, in my opinion. So Ikea sells flat pack furniture, but they also have a grocery section at the end where they have lollies, they have frozen food, there's biscuits, there's a great variety there. So if you did want to watch that later, definitely do check it out. Ikea's plant-based range is fantastic, and I really hope to see it grow in the future. That tongue is getting numb. Wow. It's insane. So I have been doing YouTube for about 3 years now, a bit over 3 years, which has been fantastic. It has been a learning curve. Like if you go back and watch some of my earlier videos, I feel like my confidence in front of the camera, the way I speak has definitely improved. Content creating on YouTube has always been a passion for me. Instagram and my website came after, but YouTube, I just love YouTube. And I feel like it is such a great way, video is such a great way to talk to people and get to know someone. I guess I would love to make content creating my full-time job. So that would be the ultimate dream. But at the moment, I'm just having fun. I get a little bit of money from YouTube and all my other stuff at the moment, but I am investing that into making better videos, buying products, and you know, just letting people know about veganism, how easy it is to be vegan in Australia these days, and just the accessibility of veganism in general. You've watched me on YouTube, you're watching my Q&A, you see my persona. In reality, I am an introvert. You probably go, what? You're an introvert? You've got so much energy. I don't know, I am an introvert. 100%. There is nothing more that I would love to just sit on the couch, relax. Sometimes it's really embarrassing. I have friends, we organize to go out for dinner and stuff, and then like when it comes to the day, I'm just like, oh, I really just don't want to go. These sort of situations, I am not one of those people that are going to be at the markets, a vegan market, where I'm like going after everyone. I've got so much energy. I am generally pretty reserved, but I am super friendly. I am very approachable, and I just love that people do recognize me out in public at the moment. So that is unreal. Being an introvert, I don't know, potentially it has impacted my pronunciation. My pronunciation has been a massive talking point in my videos in recent times. I don't know if it's just me being an introvert where my ability to learn, I guess, communicating, pronunciation isn't the greatest. A lot of people in the comments, they're supportive. They help me out. I remember probably a couple years ago, Fry's released their brioche buns. There was a good portion of time where I was calling them brioche buns. Just that's how it looked to me in terms of pronunciation. But thankfully, people jumped on and say, look, you know, it's pretty funny how you pronounce it, but this is actually how you pronounce it. I guess with Jack Rock, that vegan dad, I am not a communication expert, but I do appreciate the people that come in there and say, look, you know, you are saying it wrong there. It is actually pronounced like this. There's other people that have been a bit nasty in the past, slamming how I pronounce words and just really just not being overly nice people at all. How I talk, might not be for everyone. This That Vegan Dad channel is the message of veganism is simple, approachable, and anyone can jump on board. Even if you're not vegan, even if you just want to implement some vegan recipes or try vegan products, that is my whole purpose of this channel. Look, I was pre-warned about these noodles. They definitely are spicy. I feel like I have definitely tried spicier foods than this before. My tongue is definitely like numb, my lips are numb, but I can actually still eat this fine. It is not like dying, I need to have that milk. It is super flavorsome, but a bit spicy. So feeding back into that communication and energy, pronunciation, I do work a full-time job as a business development manager for a large company. I talk to a variety of people daily. These are people who are spending millions of dollars with the company that I work for, and my communication, my energy has never been questioned. Despite being an introvert, I am approachable. I build relationships with people really easily. I guess a lot of people potentially that I am talking to in my actual full-time job, they probably overlook my pronunciation sometimes. They know that I am passionate. So my final question from someone: what do you do when your boys go to their friend's house who don't eat a vegan diet? This is becoming a bit more of a struggle now as the kids get older. The boys are 7 and 6. They're asking a lot of questions. They got peer pressure from their friends. They see, you know, our school, sometimes they do like sausage sizzle days and they're like, whoa, why can't we have that? Our friends are having it. I've managed the school staff pretty well. I have had meetings with the principal and just been open with saying, look, we need to have options. So many people may be vegan, may be vegetarian at the school, but like you are not offering options to people. And, you know, we want a bit more inclusiveness at the school. Wow, I'm just getting a hit. Since having those discussions with the principal, they are offering meat-free options with the sausage sizzles, which is unreal. The kids feel included. What I have done from day dot, showing them a variety of foods so they do not feel like they are missing out. There is nothing more that I want to provide than showing them that despite you are not eating animal products, despite being vegan, you are not going to miss out on what your friends are having. Thankfully, it is a little bit easier these days being a vegan. There are vegan lollies, chocolates, heaps of similar foods out there that non-vegans are eating and consuming. I can only imagine what vegans 20 years ago would have had to go through. The accessibility these days is so easy. There are some items that they miss out, but in those situations where they go to friends' houses, my wife and I, we are pretty open. We talk to other parents all the time. So the other parents understand that our kids are vegan. A lot of the time if they go over to a friend's house or go to birthday parties, I pack like a little bit of a food lunchbox for them to take, a couple snacks, a couple items that they would be similar like a birthday party. So if they got the birthday cake, I would make some muffins with sprinkles on them so they don't feel like they are missing out. Getting a bit spicier down the bottom. There is a bit of a struggle at the moment with the kids. They don't overly understand the why. I mean, they do a little bit. We say, like, we don't want to hurt the animals. Kids are just heavily influenced by peer pressure. They see their friends having such and such a lolly, like a lolly that they can't have, and they don't understand why. They just want what their friends are doing. So it is very peer pressure at the moment. I really want to start focusing on taking the kids to animal sanctuaries to get an idea of animals, seeing them in their natural habitat and how happy they are. Probably haven't exposed the kids to sanctuaries yet, but I feel like once they build that connection and understanding, they probably understand a little bit more why we are vegan and that they don't have to miss out. Friends, I am halfway through this, been doing a lot of talking. It is definitely getting spicy down the bottom, but it's not as hot as I expected it was going to be. I have pretty much finished this. It's actually really satisfying. It was really flavorsome. And if you can handle a little bit of spice, definitely check these out. What you can do with these as well, actually, which is fantastic. If you don't like spice, do not put the spice sauce in there. Just opt it out. The other ingredients, the noodles, the veggies and all that are fantastic. The flavoring is great as well. So you don't necessarily need to put hot sauce in this. Anyway, friends, I really hope you enjoyed this little taste test Q&A. This has been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing this. It's not a video that I typically do. I probably won't get a lot of views on it either. It is a video that I've been meaning to do to show my appreciation to the people who watch me. There are a bunch of you that watch pretty much every single video of mine. There's actually been some really great friendships, online friendships that have formed over the recent years. A bunch of you know who you are. I chat to you on Instagram, I chat to you on Facebook Messenger. That is truly appreciated. So if you ever want to reach out, just say hello. I am a very approachable person, so always happy to have a chat. I cannot wait to do another Q&A. If you enjoyed this little insight, definitely let me know other questions down below. I may do another Q&A in the future. These spicy noodles, recommend if you like spice, flavoursome, compostable, a packet as well. But I really hope you enjoyed this Q&A. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. But it has been fantastic having a chat with you all. So until next time, I will catch you very, very soon.